I did a previous video on 50 Beach Boys songs that I love, so I thought about doing a video on my 10 favourite Beach Boys records. And while the video on the 50 Beach Boys songs that I love wasn't in order, I'm going to put this in order, which is really hard for me because I'm not good at putting things in order, but I think I can do this. At number 10, this was a toss-up between Love You and Friends, and I've gone with Friends because I think Friends just has overall better songs on it, like Little Bird, Be Still, Busy Doing Nothing, Friends, Meant For You. Love You has some cool songs, but then has some terrible shit like Ding Dang and crap like that. So I like Friends. I think Friends has this lovely vibe to it. It's kind of peaceful kind of sounding. Number 9, Holland. I think over time, Holland has become an album that people appreciate more because obviously it's got the single Sail On Sailor, but then it's got like great little songs like Only With You, which is written by Dennis and sung by Carl, and it's got that cool California Saga. I really like this record. I think it's a cool record. At 8 is Summer Days and Summer Nights. I think the first side of this album has some cool songs. You know, Girl Don't Tell Me, Help Me Rhonda, they're cool. But it's the second side of this record that's brilliant. So you have California Girls, Let 'Em Run Wild, You're So Good to Me, Summer Means Love, the horrendous I'm Bugged At My Old Man, and then And Your Dreams Come True. I always hated when the Beach Boys put some of these crappy songs near the end of their records or last. And they should have just taken that song out, I'm Bugged At My Old Man. It's just shit. It does nothing for the record. But I would have ended the record with Summer Means New Love. Even though And Your Dreams Come True is a quality song. But I just think Summer Means New Love would be a nice way to end the record. At number 7 is Surf's Up. Post-Smile Beach Boys albums at the time didn't get enough attention because if Brian wasn't involved wholly, the media at the time just didn't give it the attention it probably deserved, you know? Long Promise Road, I love that song, and it's got Disney Girls, and I Feel Flows is cool. Obviously, the brilliant Till I Die and Surf's Up. So some quality songs on this. Some not good songs on this. In particular, one would be Student Demonstration Time. Yeah. Number 6, All Summer Long. The first side of this has some brilliant songs. I Get Around, All Summer Long, Hushabye, We'll Run Away. And then side 2, that cool intro to Wendy. And then it has Girls on the Beach. But then it has that awful shit of our favourite recording sessions. And like, why is this even fucking on it? As I've said before, it's frustrating having these shitty things on albums that are really good. At number 5 is Wild Honey. For me, Wild Honey is a fantastic record. Like, there's songs, some songs I love on it are Wild Honey, Aren't You Glad, Country Air, Darling. I do not understand how that wasn't bigger at the time of releasing it. I just don't get it. A lot of Beach Boys stuff, when you look back, you're like, how did that not do better? Strange. Unfortunately, within music, there's always that thing of, well, this isn't cool to like, and this is cool to like. And kind of at that time, it was like, well, the Beach Boys aren't cool to like, which is such a dumb way to think about music. Like, music is just music. Today, ignoring the last track on this record, which is Bull's Session with the Big Daddy, this is a perfect record. I don't think there's a bad song on it. You have Good to My Baby, When I Grow Up to Be a Man, Please Let Me Wonder, She Knows Me Too Well, In the Back of My Mind. Like, just fucking brilliant songs on this. And you can see how this could be a precursor to Pet Sounds, which is strange because then when the next record they released was Summer Days and Summer Nights, and the first half of that is like, I wouldn't say a regression, but this almost continues, this record today continues almost on the second half of Summer Days and Summer Nights. Number 3 is Smile. I was going to put this at number 2, but I can't because it's actually not finished. Like even as the Smile sessions and all that, it's still one of my favorite records. It's still in my favorite records of all time, even though it's not finished. But as a record, I can't actually put it number two because it's not a fully complete record. And I'm sure some people will say, well, why didn't you? Why, if it's not a fully complete record, why'd you put it in the list? Well, it's fucking brilliant, so I have to. It's got some fucking brilliant songs on it. You know, Heroes and Villains, Barnyard for me, I love it. It's just so crazy. Cabin Essence, wonderful. Child is the father of the man. Surfs Up, Vegetables, like come on, it's just brilliant. There's some brilliant pieces of music in this, and it's just a shame because Brian nearly got there. You can see it's nearly finished, but he just didn't. It's not completely finished. You could obviously say he finished it in 2004 with Brian Wilson Presents Smile, but you cannot say that that would have been the same record that he would have released back in '67. But along with Pet Sounds, I think this is some of the most creative stuff the Beach Boys ever did. It just is, it's very singular in its sound and vibe. At number two is Sunflower. I think this is a classic record. It's a fantastic record. It's so sad that it didn't do well at the time. Obviously, the music landscape was different. There was more heavier bands like Zeppelin, and I still don't understand. It's just got so many good songs. Like Add Some Music to Your Day, This Whole World, Deirdre, All I Want to Do, Forever, Our Sweet Love, At My Window, Cool Cool Water. You know, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant record. Dennis coming through with Forever, which is a beautiful song. It's just got it sounds really peaceful. The vibe of it is very like Friends in that vibe. It has that kind of peaceful sound to it. And I just do not understand how this record didn't do well. I do like the fact that throughout time, people have begun to appreciate it more, and it's now been seen as one of the best Beach Boys records, because it is. At number one, Summer in Paradise. No, it's Pet Sounds. It had to be Pet Sounds. Come on. I know it's the most obvious to pick, but it's obvious because it is the best Beach Boys record. It's Brian at his most creative. And yes, Pet Sounds Smile era was Brian at his most creative, but Smile, as I said before, isn't a finished album. This as a finished album is perfect. There's not a bad song on it. It flows perfectly. It sounds amazing. The harmonies are amazing. The musicianship is amazing. The Wrecking Crew sound fantastic on it. When I first originally heard the album, when I was young, I always felt like Sloop John B does not suit this record. But over time, I've grown to, like it. I'm like, actually kind of does suit the record now. I can get with it, But it's a brilliant record. It's obviously one of the best records ever made. And yeah, that is my list. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you disagree, if you agree, and all that shit. Yeah, thanks.